All right, Hunter, gonna go ahead and lock down on Hopper. Shu, go
Quick
ahead.
question.
Yep.
To the community, or rather to the watchers, are there any favorite commanders right now? Any commander that seems especially cool to the watchers?
Alright, so if you are watching, go ahead and tell us in the Twitch chat who your favorite commander is at this particular time, who you think is the best commander in this mod.
Yeah, I want to stress in this mod, not necessarily. We don't need to know why Hopper is the best girl, but we need to know why Hopper has the best ability.
Yes. I mean, we can argue about Hopper being the best girl, but let's focus on the
other stream, maybe.
Alright, well here we go into game 2. Of course, Hunter going with blue Bellafide with that extra economy, and also that Shooflypi going with Archimedes with that, having that golem as a little bit of a tank.
Among the players, Bellafide seems to be a very interesting pick due to his change of pace to the basic game. He creates a constant game of pressure to either side, since you are either above Bellafide or below Bellafide economically.
So I think his ability in general is the strongest, if you're not looking at specific unit compositions and your opponent's unit compositions.
It is also the most passive one, that is important to note. You can't you can do many other things with it other than base your strategy on it. You can't use it like hoppers, for example, in which you have to micro your pigeon properly to heal the units you wanted to heal, while or quartermasters in which you have to actually get into the fight. With Bellafide you can chill in the background and farm your money.
Yeah, having played the Quartermaster is definitely the most interesting of the modified commanders so far, because if you want to maximize what she does, you really need to poke away at the backline, which really changes the way you fight this game. But let me hold that thought, as it seems that Shooflypi is going for a quick mole rush with squirrels and the golems, but unfortunately Hunter's base is completely surrounded by water, so he's going to have a hard time actually getting inside and doing damage.
We can clearly see how Hunter uses his lizards to kind of avoid the bonus that the golems provide.
Yes, he rushes lizards straight past the front line of Shooflypi and just went straight for the damage outputs, went straight for the squirrels, and that probably won in that fight.
Correct. I think it is a very interesting element of unit interaction.
Yeah, controlling the golems is a little bit tricky because of their wide aggro range, but I do like it as a way to keep them in front and make sure they are in front and absorbing shots. So just want to say good job on that, because it really makes sure they are in the front line and taking the damage, which is their entire purpose since they cannot attack. But Hunter again just ignores them in the fight, because obviously they don't do damage, so he just runs straight past them.
Additional little fun fact to the attacking, technically attacking of the golems. If you look real carefully into the eyes of the golem again, but this time during their attack, you will see that the eye switches in its face a lot faster when it's in attack range than it does in when it's just walking.
So it does technically have an attack animation. It's just not very visible. Nice. Hunter thought he'd won the game and made a bunch of aggressive lizard warrens up on the high ground right outside Shooflypi's base, but they were taken out. So now he is in a bit of a bad spot, as he needs to quickly reinforce his army while Shooflypi is trying to take down his mill. But again, he just runs straight past the front line onto the squirrels.
There's a danger with the barbed wire, which in my eyes is a waste of his economic with his food.
Yes, right now
because
his
he-
barbed wire is very useless.
Correct. He is just not able to apply the bonus at all because the lizards can just kill it without getting in range.
Still a very close fight, and the barbed wire is doing a lot of damage right now. I did
True.
not see it on the high ground just until now. But it looks like Shooflypi still has the advantage, just slowly blinking away at that mill.
The best advantage that the barbed wire provides right now is both time and slight damage output, so that the squirrels can easily stay in this reinforced position without getting all that much damage by the lizards, and
Yes.
the golems will also be much more effective with this additional line of defense.
Shooflypi has well and truly secured that expansion, but Hunter had not built any farms on his base, so he hasn't lost a whole bunch, and keep in mind that he is gaining 10 food every 20 seconds, or 30 food a minute.
Especially in low eco games, this can be crucial.
Unfortunately, his forward warrens will get picked off, and Shooflypi actually has 4 moles, plus his golem, so he has a very healthy front line for all these
front
squirrels
line-
to dish out damage.
His front line is currently 154 HP big, and that means if he wants to, he can take all the damage he needs.
Yep, lizards do not deal that much damage currently, so Hunter's
And they
having
will
a lot
need-
of trouble actually breaking
They
through
will
that.
need. They will need at least 170 for shot. No wait, 77 shots before they get through the front line, and that's a technical.
And Hunter realizes the situation he's in and decides to just give up at that point. He was trying to get out his tier 3, which was an owl, but against that many squirrels, I don't think an owl would change the course
cut
of the
the
game.
slack.
All right, well, the score is now tied 1-1.